What's going on, guys? We are back. We have our weekly pop report update. If you've been following the channel and kind of keeping track of what's going on, I do these weekly updates every week um, for PSA, PGX, and HGA. For PSA, I don't do all the sports, or I don't do all the categories they have. I only do the sports. Baseball, football, basketball, trading card games, hockey, golf, and soccer. If you go on their pop reports, they have other items listed like pins and coins, and they have non-sports and a couple other items they have. I don't include them in my pop report. I didn't know I was going to be keeping track of this for this long. I really thought I was going to be doing this for maybe a month or two until PSA caught up with their backlog, and unfortunately that's not the case. So from the get-go, I never started keeping track of the other items, right? So that's just in case if you ever wonder why my pop report count that I track is a little bit different from others. Is because I don't have the other numbers. So all right, so this is a weekly update from August 9th through August 15th. We'll go ahead and start with PGX because PGX has not updated their pop report since May 25th, and it is still showing at 396 cards. So at this point, I don't know if they are still doing any business or accepting submissions or grading cards, because according to their pop report, they have not graded a card. So just gonna leave that as it is and move on to HGA. So HGA ended the week at 50,665 cards. That's an increase of 9,122 cards from their prior week, nearly 22% increase. I wish I could break that down per each individual sport. Unfortunately, I cannot because their HGA is not set up that way. It's set up by the year, and then from the year you have to look at each individual set and then by the player. So it's not bad if you're trying to look for a specific card or player, right? It's not bad. But if you're trying to do research, it's pretty difficult to do some research that way. And remember, I'm doing this all by hand, so I don't have any bots or any special program out there that's doing this for me. This is all by hand, so it definitely takes up quite a bit of my time doing this. Moving on to PSA. PSA ended the week up 165,589 cards from prior week. So they did quite a bit. Their weekly, daily high was on August 13th when I took a screenshot of their pop report, which is actually August 12th, I think, is what they did. Thereabouts. So they graded a total of 58,050 cards for that one single day, which is quite a bit. Baseball still is in a very controlling lead overall. 17,482,761 cards is what's on their pop report. But for the week, basketball still led the way at 62,604, followed up by baseball with 30,391. And then it was the trading card game cards at 26,920. In a surprising move, soccer climbed up to the number 4 spot with 23,715 cards this week. And then it was football after that at 20,684. I just want to note soccer has been seeing quite a bit of increase during the month of August. So just be prepared whenever people start talking about pop reports, especially the bigger YouTube channels and groups out there, right? Soccer is definitely on the move this month, so they've been grading quite a bit of soccer. So moving on to individual cards. So if you click in the graph below, you'll go into the individual cards. Each of these cards has their pop report from last week and this week. I didn't do as many daily counts as I usually did this week, mostly because I just did not have time to go in there and look at each of these during the week. So I may be doing this from now on, just doing like a weekly snapshot, or maybe 2 times per week. But I just wanted to highlight the top 3 cards this week, which were the John Morant PSA 10. This is the base card. This is the most graded card this week from the list that I have, with 183 cards for this week. The number 2 card was the Zion Williamson PSA 10, number 243 for the Prism, at 177 cards this week. And then the number 3 card, most graded card this week, we are going back to John Morant here, the PSA 9, 163 cards this week. So tons of cards being graded, and yeah, so it is what it is, guys. If you guys are not fully aware of all the pop report counts, definitely check out the chart in the link below. I'll go ahead and paste that in the comment section so that anyone can check those out. Also, what I did was I put in, I've been keeping track of certain players from each sport, going back to, from modern to ultra modern. And first one here is going to be the Michael Jordan, for example. I have on here was the 1990 Fleer, number 26. So for this week, they added 139 cards to that pop report, pop count, and they ended the week for that specific card at 28,072 cards. The 86 Fleer, which is his rookie card, ended the week at 22,278, which is an increase of 55 from prior week. The 88 Fleer, number 17, has a total pop report of 16,706, which is an increase. They increased this week by 62. So total of all Michael Jordan cards graded this week, right between August 9th and August 15th, was 2,702. So if you click on that link, it'll hopefully I'm able to put it on the spreadsheet to where people can kind of read it and understand it pretty easily. Lebron James this week saw an increase of 5,717 cards this week. Kobe Bryant was a little bit over 2,900. Zion Williamson saw an increase of a little bit over 4,200. Luka, 3,300. John Morant, 4,300. Shaquille O'Neal was 772. Trae Young was almost 1,700. Giannis was 1,151. Kevin Durant was a little bit over 1,100 cards this week. So if you go down that list, you will see Allen Iverson, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, and then Karl Anthony Towns, Devin Booker, Nikola Jokic, the Joker, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Ken Griffey Jr., Fernando Tatis Jr., Ronald Acuna, and Juan Soto. So again, I would highly recommend anyone who's interested in learning more about these players' pop counts to go in there, check this out. Of course, you could also go directly to the PSA website, get those counts directly from the PSA website. But yeah, so that's it, guys, for this week. Just know that PSA is on the move. Total again this week was 165,589 cards. So they continue grading quite a bit. Of course, if you don't know, the Nationals was early on in August. We did see a dip in there. I guess for them to prepare to go to the Nationals, and while they were at the Nationals, and then when they were coming back from the Nationals, there's been a slight dip. So, but that's it, guys. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see for next time, and I will definitely try my best to put this on there. Take care and be safe out there, guys.